What's up, lovely YouTube people? For those of you that know me, you guys know I'm a massive RC nut as well. Not just an actual car fan, but an RC fan. Anything cars I absolutely love. And today we have these two brand new 2022 kits from HPI. They are the WR8 Nitro and the WR8 Flux. They were done in the Ford Fiesta body. They had a few liveries like the Abu Dhabi WRC livery, and they had the Ken Block livery. But nothing really caught my attention as much as these 2001 Richard Burns championship cars, and I absolutely love them. I know a lot of RC people either go one way or the other. I'm just trying to kind of make a video to see which one works for you. I personally love them both equally, but some people love the electric. They don't like they love the power of the electric. They don't like the lag of sort of the nitro engine. The other people sort of prefer the nitro because of the realism and the sound and the smell, and it's just something special also to run a nitro RC car. Even though nitro RC cars might be slower sometimes, they're still, for me, just as fun. So let's put the Flux one here and let's start unboxing the nitro version. I like also the fact that when you open it, you have the upgrades that you can do to the car, and there she is. Okay, so it's the TF41 that comes with most HPI RTR kits today. I like these. A lot of people would change them to like a Futaba or something, but I think they do great, especially on an RTR kit. So let's put that here. You will get some batteries with it for the remote, and you'll obviously get some spare parts and to remove the wheel nuts. I like HPI because they always provide extra like decals and stickers and a manual, and they used to do a CD back in the day. Now they don't really do that anymore, and I'm guessing these are just, again, extra stickers. Some of them have already been used, I'm guessing, for the car itself. So let's take it out. So let's take out the pins. Alright guys, so there she is. And I love the chassis on these things, and I love the bodies. HPI builds the bodies usually with a thicker kind of polycarbonate, and I like that. Obviously when they do that, they lose a bit of the realism. This one is almost exactly identical actually to the smaller 1/10 scale Subaru body that's right here. I'll take that off. So check that out. This is an HPI body also, but this is a 1/10 scale. This is the 1/8 scale WR8. This is just a custom car that I built, and you can see even the way they do the roll cage is almost exactly identical. So it's basically just a larger version of the 1/10 scale body that they have, right? Compared to something like, let's say, this Tamiya body right here, which I'm gonna bring next to it. The realism on this, the chassis on this thing is wonderful. I love that it's actually like a buggy base, and you also have the mud protectors, and the travel is really good because this is what you need on an RC rally car realistically. Let's compare the two to the HPI here. And this is also a Tamiya body shell, but it's on a HPI rally body. So you can tell the ground clearance is just multiple times higher, and I do love the way these things drive. They drive super realistic. I love the travel on these. If you really want to go bashing, obviously I wouldn't really bash the 1/10 scale, even a Tamiya XV01 or XV02 that's coming out. I wouldn't really go hard off-roading, but with these they can really handle whatever you throw at them. That's why I like these. So anyway, nitro cars are very special to me. I'll never let go of the nitro models because they just, as an experience, they're just wonderful experience to drive. You have the fuel, you have the engine with the piston, you have the pinion and spur gear, you have the exhaust, fuel lines, air filter. It's just cool, differentials and all that stuff. I'm assuming the chassis is basically the same, but instead of having electronics, the only electronics you need here are to run the two servos, the steering servo and the throttle and brake servo. So another thing I like about nitro models is that they use actual disc brakes in the center. So yeah, this is the WR8 Nitro model. Alright guys, now we're gonna go and unbox the electric. Okay, so similar story with the stickers, batteries and accessories, and the remote. Alright, take the car out. Here we have the Flux model, which is supposed to be 60 miles per hour capable. And the differences straight away you can see is that for the Nitro, they leave kind of a opening in the windshield here. This is the only thing I don't like about companies when they do that. I would rather customize these vents and open them later with a Dremel, or the front from here. I'd find my own ways for cooling, because I love the windshield to stay proper. I don't really like it. I like realism and scale, and this is the only thing with the Nitro model that immediately you can tell differentiates in terms of scale. So other than that, it's exactly the same body, same everything. But in terms of the chassis, let's take the pins out. In terms of the chassis, it's exactly the same. The only thing that's the difference is basically the weight distribution, the way things are laid out here to fit the batteries on the Flux model, where the fuel tank goes. The servos are kind of inversed. On the Nitro it's on the left, on the electric it's on the right. You have the batteries that go here. Engine mounting position, however, is the same. The electric motor goes here and the Nitro engine goes here. I'm assuming the receiver is here. On the Nitro it's on the left. And yeah, I believe these are a Hobby Wing originally. Now they're HPI branded. They used to be Castle back in the day, but now they're Hobby Wing. But yeah, there is something about driving the Nitro model and listening to the engine, looking at the way it behaves, building up the power, and just kind of learning to drive a Nitro RC car where you have to keep the RPM a little bit high and keep the power, the momentum of the car going. With electric cars, there's a lot of stop and go potential. With Nitro, obviously it does have a lot of torque, but not like the electric, so they drive completely different, and I absolutely love that. So they are the same car for me. I'm gonna enjoy them equally to drive, and I think they're really, really cool. I've already seen some videos on them. We're gonna drive them and make a cool video on both these cars. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. As you can see, I just really love the travel on these cars. I do think they sit a bit high on the body posts. I think something around this range would be probably a bit more realistic, or something like this better. But yeah, anyways, just lovely piece of kit, and I love the fact that these come ready to run. Not much work needs to be done. This is obviously the Nitro one. Over there is the Flux model. Okay guys, gonna show you what I did here very quickly with regards to the body for scale and realism. When it came to the Nitro, I put the antennas on to make it actually very lifelike, and as well as the electric one. And these are pretty flexible, so just in case you have a roll, they're not coming off. They're pretty decent. I've used them on other kits before. Another thing with regards to the Nitro model is a very cool exhaust system, and what I like about these things is that I'm gonna try and make it a very scale operating mechanism, which basically means that the exhaust is gonna be working and functional. So I'm gonna connect the Nitro exhaust pipe that actually comes with the car via a nice line connected all the way to the back to this exhaust, so that when you're driving it actually produces the smoke and releases the exhaust fumes from the back. So I think that's just an extra cool factor, which makes it seem more realistic. Just a quick size comparison between the 1/8 scale and the 1/5 scale. I think I need to refuel. I'm driving with one hand this whole time. It's very sketchy. I'm worried about it, but screw it. Anything to get good footage, right? I just don't want to hit myself in the leg in the process. To be honest, I'm surprised how long one tank of gas lasts on this thing, or petrol. And I know it's nitro, but this is quicker than a lot of electric brushless kits I've driven, so I'm pretty impressed, to be honest, with the WR8. And the differential is quite open in the rear. Without this flick, it won't slide, it won't go sideways like this. You have to flick it. Okay, so now we're gonna try the Flux model, and what I did here is I actually kind of lowered it a bit more to give that realistic look, because rally cars are not really too high, but when they jump, that's when you can see the travel. So this one is like a bit more to scale, I would see. I don't know how that's gonna work because there is a lot of body roll because it's soft off-road suspension, so I'm worried about the front kind of scraping, but we'll see how that goes. I love the fact that there's actual tire squeal, like when it slides. I am running this car now on 2-cell, so I don't want to put 3-cell in it from the beginning. I want to see how how everything handles itself here, and then we'll go from there. But for now, things are looking good. And on 2-cell, to be honest, on 2-cell, the Nitro is quicker. So the only way this is going to hit the 60 mile an hour the way they claim is with the 3-cell. Let's flick it. Oh, we spun out. Try again. Oh, spun out again. And the way to get it to slide properly is actually through body weight transfer. It's so cool. When you lift off the throttle, it just nosedives. It takes away the weight from the rear tires and wheels, and it literally just can spin out. If you just lift off the throttle when driving, I'll show you. Okay, now I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to turn and lift off, spin out. Same thing when you're going in so hot, lift off the throttle, turn, it'll spin out. So you gotta kind of control it with the throttle, which is amazing. For an RTR kit, this is so impressive. Well done, HPI. It's just one-handed driving is scary, coming in hot. Well, that's it, guys. honestly love these kits. It's probably one of my favorite RC cars right now, and I rarely say this about an RTR build. So actually, and I am getting used to the lowered body, might find a way to lift up the shock absorbers and make them kind of more adjustable for the front. But man, I love the realism with the antennas. I'm definitely going to do some mirrors and exhaust, and I'll do another video on these things and you'll see them when they're 100% done. This is just kind of like a trial from the beginning today. So